Hello, welcome, and make Homo Politicus a veritable day starter. And here we go. You know, we take on issues that tend to raise the national, high blood pressure. Today, we talk politics. Political gadfly and irritant. Wike threatens People's Political Party PDP governors supporting Fubara. You know, the man, the politician known as Barrister Nyesom Ezenwo Wike, the serving Federal Capital Territory Minister in the government of President Bola Tinubu, shot into national limelight when, as the governor of Rivers State, dared the opposition PDP then to take the party convention away from Port Harcourt. Of course, the party deferred to him and he won the day. He was, by that act, a gadfly, and for that matter, an irritant. After his 8 years run as governor of Rivers State, his successor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, can hardly sleep pretty. In fighting to leave Wike's shadows and be his own man, Governor Fubara, the first riverine headsman who the state craved, the latter appears to have woken up the beast in the Ikwere-born politician Wike. Like the famed Lord of the Manor, Nyesom Wike has belched a threat to any governor who is seen to be supporting Governor Fubara. He has vowed to cause a political crisis in the state of any PDP governor who tries to interfere in the party's affairs in the South state. In Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, the American political theorist in Law Number 5 states, "So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life." End quote. My last line on this is to tell Barrister Nyesom Ezenwo Wike that you can't buy a good reputation, you must earn it. It is more damaging to lose it than never to have earned it. So let's interrogate this subject matter. First of all, let's meet and greet the discussants. They remain the ebullient Cyril Abaku. Cyril, I greet you. Cyril is a broadcaster and communications expert. Cyril is joined by the indefatigable Barrister Evans Ufeli.
Yes, sir.
Evans is a communications attorney. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So let's start with you because you are versed in these things. Are you surprised this is playing out in Rivers State?
Well, I'm not surprised. Wike had the head sway. He has refused to leave the PDP, but he has his image and fingers all over the PDP, the APC, yes, the APC, yes, because he was appointed the FCT minister by an opposition party.
But don't forget, he said he had got clearance,
yes,
to work in Tinubu's government.
In Tinubu's government, clearance from who? Is what we don't understand. Has he ever allowed?
His party, the PDP.
Maybe the clearance is from him because he has also made it known that no one but himself can tell him what to do in that political party. You understand?
He's old enough to know, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Now, what this means to us is that the friends of my enemies are my enemies. I don't think that's the right way to go. The fact that people support Fubara does not mean they are necessarily against Wike. It should be objective enough. But I was told that in politics, it's not about objectivity. That is about interests. So
they say there is no permanent enmity or friendship.
That is about maybe
permanent interest.
Yeah, maybe politics is more than just a behavioral science. Because what I see in it is that every day, especially the Nigerian brand of politics, we come across a lot of things that make you wonder whether truly, if we all, like we have been asked to go into politics so that we can change the system. But I am afraid if we all go into politics, we may as well turn the system to a wrestling match.
Yeah, because at that point, you would have been tantamount to being now having too many cooks in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. And maybe this society is still same because a lot of people are not in politics. Maybe we are not looking at that, but we are being asked to go and change the system.
Is the logic debatable? Winnable, rather?
Well, Wike should desist from these activities. Activities like this don't project development. Where at every point you are threatening people. You are saying you are going to put fire everywhere just because some persons you believe they are supporting a man that you brought to limelight. You are the one that brought him and handed over hand him over to the electors.
Yes.
You say you trust him, that the electors should vote for him. They went to the polls and did same. And you turn around today, you are now telling part of those electors now that anybody that is having anything to do with him, you will set fire on them.
But Ofeli, you are now appreciating the difficulty in being your own man when you assume public office.
Very well.
If you see what I mean. Yes, Cyril, the common balance is you don't look for a dark goat in the dark. So are you saying Wike is playing he's acting out somebody's script?
So
or he's acting alone?
So I want to think that Wike is essentially acting out his own script, but which, as a concomitant, also sort of feeds into a broader narrative of advantage. Yes, of advantage. I mean, if he didn't, Wike is a core politician. I don't think he has had a second address since 1999 when he joined the PDP, or even a year earlier. He's been a politician through and through. So much that when he started saying he was on that bought funds for all the candidates in the university, the question was just to get the money from. Just to explain that even if he's a lawyer, we don't know whether he has practiced law, either commercial law or whether it's commercial law or any other kind of law. Alright, okay. I'm not sure if it was a litigant, if it was a court-going lawyer for a long before he came to politics. But that being said, the whole picture of what is going on today reminds me of a book that was written by, I think, Oronto Douglas of Blessed Memory and Ike Okonta.
Okay.
And it was basically titled Where Vultures Feast. It was a book that detailed the shenanigans of the oil majors in the Niger Delta, who wanted to just pipe out and take out whatever they could take at the expense of the people. So they became very much, which metaphorically the book said they are vultures, where vultures feast. You will only find the skeletons because they would have done damage to. When I look at the sort of
vultures are scavengers. I wonder what political vultures are.
No, they are those are extraordinary scavengers.
Cleaners.
Yes, they're cleaners actually. So now, but bringing the matter to the table, I mean, in light of what the issue on the table is, it is you see, for me, before we even come to what Wike said and what to what the issues we are, let's look at what they are saying. How does the governor come and say, if you think you can put, it's like, I'm sorry to use native balance, if you think you can put aside in my state, I'll put back in your own state.
He's not a governor.
Yeah, but
he was a governor.
But this is a public official, federal cabinet member, 8-time governor, former chief of staff, former minister, and current serving minister,
two-term governor.
And I'm wondering, how is it that no matter what level of provocation it was, we can have people who are in active government service spewing ash.
Okay.
Spewing ash and saying, using curse words. Publicly.
Swear words.
Publicly. So I'm asking myself, is this best you can do? When the quality of public communication has come down to this level, what then do you expect of young people we look up the likes of Rotimi Williams, the likes of Olukada from Kuti. You had this news and you're like, wow, this, we even sang songs as primary school students in their their names because we wanted to be like them.
Yeah,
but
they find them.
We did.
The man of speaking.
There was a lot of hieroglyphics, around them. But today, hieroglyphics. But today they kind of that we hear them say. It's even a shame to tell our children that right. Like this and was occupying public office.
Well, let historians deal with that. But by Sofeli, when Wike dared the PDP in 2018, in the build-up to the election,
yes,
and the PDP deferred to him, don't you think it was time to have looked for that dark goat when it was daytime?
Yeah, I think the PDP, they shot themselves. Because, yes, when he held them to ransom, at that time, they wouldn't have a wider option to tame Wike.
Yeah.
Yes, as against now, when he had, become a behemoth and
wow.
He's been, on the brow, like, what they call this, wild dogs, chasing
wild dogs,
a Rottweiler or something like that.
Like a pack of wild dogs. Yeah.
Yes, so he crossed that and he found out that no one, even told them, the disciplinary committee, that none of them have the right to discipline him under the party, meaning that he's a man of his own, where he has, turned the PDP into something else. You understand? And they allowed that to pass. The moment they allowed that to pass, what do they expect? That's why you hear him speak like this. You understand? So, I mean, it is a difficult time to grow up in Nigeria. If you are a child and you want to look up to someone who will inspire you, someone contemporary, that not the one you are reading in history, those are long dead and all that, the Awolowo and the Zik and all that. We are looking for somebody standing on his feet that should inspire you. And you wake up some morning and you hear Wike say that if you are having anything to do with Fubara, I'm going to put fire here and put fire in your state and all that. Was
the PDP right in not cautioning him then? Or should he not have been shown the way out?
It should, but at that time, the PDP could not afford to lose him because of the resources he was bringing to the center. He was a governor then and was going for the next term and all that. So he had been a governor all the way. He has funded the party, he has made the party, because the PDP, when they lost out, the party almost collapsed because they lost out at a time when they had infighting too. So many things were happening at the same time, and the center could not hold.
And not to say that infighting has vanished.
No, it has not vanished. They are not vanished. Wike, there were 5 then. They pride themselves as the 5 G5. Is it G5? Yes, G5 governors. Even though they took decisions and overturned themselves, the likes of Ifeanyi Okowa and the governor of Oyo State, current governor of Oyo State, and the rest of them, and the governor of Enugu State then, and all that. So, yes, they were like, at that time, we thought they were going to appease Wike and put the party back to track. But what we have today is that the party have degenerated more. In fact, it is unlikely now that they may even come back to the center than it were before.
Yeah.
Before now. It's unlikely now because that's giving APC stride. Even with their failings, they still believe in their coming back. Because the third force is nothing to write home about. It's either Patutomi and some persons are trying to, and Obasanjo are trying to do something, or Showore and his court are trying to do something in one part. At the end of the day, you are not having any formidable third force. So we are stuck in this whole story.
Yes, sir. Perhaps your reaction should not be coming solely from the fact that you are talking about your state, your beloved Rivers. At a time like this, becoming dispassionate is not really easy. But then Fubara became a governor at the time the core of the state needed him.
Yes.
So now he's here on your laps and you are trying to choke the baby.
Now you find out that Wike made these comments at the PDP was it Congress?
It was a forum, public forum.
Yes, the Congress, some political.
And was he chastised? Nobody chastised him.
Again, because INEC was the actor of the Congress, along with some party leaders, National Assembly members, State Assembly members, party men and women were there to celebrate with Mr.
So when Napoleon Bonaparte talked about stupidity not being a handicap in politics, don't you see that playing out?
There's a lot of truth in what Napoleon Bonaparte said, and till now we can still see this things happening. Wike, looking at the antics he's employing, you'll agree with me that if anybody wanted to be sincerely upright, wise, and smart, a minister of Mr. President shouldn't be making this kind of comments. Should be fired. And
when that is made, it should be cautioned or fired.
But you see, what looks like stupid action has value for some people beyond Wike. So they rather let him continue that on that trajectory and to call him to order, because that stupidity is not handicapped. There's something it is there to serve. Now, on the part of Mr. Fubara, because a Congress is an important thing that the party does. You elect on new schools, a lot can go down there.
Yes.
So the question is, Wike was there, party leaders were there, some people were there to celebrate with him, and has the people Congress actually taking place? Because from Fubara's point of view, what is the counteraction, or either pre or post? We need to put that on. So when Wike is throwing up that jab, I don't think he's throwing up the jab solely because somebody spoke about ousting him per se, or he spoke it be about the fact that basically right now, 2024 is about to come to an end. We are on the threshold of politicking. So I expect that in the weeks to come, this sort of jibes will be flying free. Because amazing thing the same thing under Buhari.
Okay.
As minister, he will go to Port Harcourt, do all kinds of things, then go back to Abuja. You know what I mean? Because the party in power was an enemy.
Well, the old enemy then was this same Wike.
Of course. So he did that, but he couldn't clinch power because Wike was also quite grounded. What must happen now is that Senior Life has to count his costs and know what he really wants in government. If he wants to concentrate on power and achieve certain things, he needs to make his intentions very clear.
Yeah.
Because so that his fight with Wike does not become the defining distraction that took him off of the pedal of government. That would be very tragic.
Barrister Ufeli, you have heard in football, it is said that a team is as good as the captain.
Yeah.
And for that matter, for the coach, a coach is as good as the last match, the last game.
Yeah, the last game.
So put Fubara in that mold. Do you think he's a good captain and for that matter a good coach?
That's Fubara.
Yes.
Yes, but the truth is that whether you are a good captain or a good coach, as far as you are having problem with an entity like Wike, it does not matter
whether
whether
you fly in the ointment.
Yes, it does not matter whether you are good or you are bad. It's like when the fly perches on the scrotum, you cannot hit it with hammer.
Yes.
So that you don't enjoy yourself. So it's, for me, is a dilemma
or if a honeybee flies into the kitchen,
yes,
you must look for a way of running away.
Yes, you must look for it. So it wouldn't matter what Fubara would do, as long as Wike is on the sideline as a last man. Everything is wrong. It will raise the flag at all times and chastise either Fubara or anyone that supports him. So he has declared war against this guy. Now, why I sympathize with Fubara, I would want him to be strong, because as a governor, you have the mandate of the people.
Yeah.
Even if the temperature is not okay to govern, or the distractions are too much to cope with, you must still prove to the people that good governance is possible under severe opposition. And that is what a politician should be, that no matter the opposition and the resistance and all the criticism, that should not deprive or deny the people of good governance. And that's what Fubara's focus should be, irrespective of all sorts.
So, in beginning to take this thing home, therefore, I'm looking at 2027 politics.
Exactly.
And the build-up may have started. Some of the, jostlings here and there. Fubara is in the driver's seat.
Yes.
So you expect the vehicle to take them to destination with him behind the wheels.
As a matter of fact, when the governors met in Enugu and said they were going to hand over the party structure to Fubara, for me it was the same thing to do. Governors cannot meet and say they hand power over to Wike or who. Yeah, there are limits of what's it called? There are limits of shame and what can bring embarrassment. You know what I mean? In every state, it is the governor who has control of the structure of the party.
Yeah, he's the leader of the party.
Yes, the leader of the party. He's known to law. He is the prime minister inter pares, when the man was speaking. How can the party now egregiously wake up and award the control party to who? You know what I mean? It will look to
much so someone that is not really committed to the party.
So the party says so.
Does that sound stupid to you?
It does.
Yes, of course. And the question is, how will that look even in the eyes of well-reasoned people? It don't make any sense. So I agree with the governors. Now, what we said in the past was Minister Wike or ATM governor, what is he looking for? There are ways to strategize and make and still be comfortable. Okay? What I think is this. I mean, he can organize it in a way that Fubara is a political godson. And when we look at Fubara's naivety, till now, I doubt it that Fubara is truly, that has even come of age, that has understood the ways of politicians. He still hasn't. It shows. So what I expect him to do is to play ball with the governor. But
hear this. In politics, they say, when you bury the hatchet, you leave the handle protruding. So you can come back to the handle and pull out the hatchet. Governor Fubara was Wike's accountant general.
He was.
So obviously, both of them know what we may not be privy to.
Yeah.
So does this not put Fubara in a vice?
Well, it does.
If you see what I
mean. I know. Gladly, the governor said the other day that he acted on instruction and that he had documentation for all the transactions he ever
right or wrong
signed. Yes.
Transactions, right or wrong.
Yeah, I mean, what about?
If you act according to instruction, act wrongly, are you criminally liable?
Of course, you should be. You should be, but in this case, I mean, he's an accountant.
But there must be evidence. So.
Of course, and so many people have said he knows where the bodies are buried. Quite agreeable. But again, taking what he said for the sake of it, he said that he did say that everything he ever signed off on was by instruction or approval. So, but that remains to be proven. Now, my concern is, if public conversation will be short of integrity and will resort to such very vulgar language, which means we still have a very long way to go.
Long way from home.
From the governor and his political father have to sort of reach some kind of data. Because this battle has been, it's like a war partition. It has been spread for stretched thin, and it doesn't look like there's a much in a cloud.
Have you heard the statement, when a quarrel drags on for too long, it suggests that the two parties are wrong?
Well,
have you given thought to that?
Of course, great possibility. And this is why when the governors came to say we're handing the party structure over to Mr. Fubara, I think that Fubara's own complicity or liability in the matter may not be because of his own moral feelings. It will be because he has not woken up as governor to accept his governorship on both the party and on the state. All the times we've seen people mobilize, it's been everything that we've seen pro Fubara has been largely people mobilizing for him.
Yeah.
Not that he has come out to lead from the front row so we can and immediately. So he needs a lot of recalibration to do, realignment to do, and make sure that he comes out to take the lead by himself and not by proxy.
Professor Feli, a short 42 years ago, we were in the famed Second Republic, if you remember.
Yes.
At the time, chairmen of parties, and at the time there were 5 major ones.
Yeah.
You know, the NPN, the UPN, GNPP, NPP, and the NAP. You know, Tunji Braithwaite.
Yeah.
National Advanced Party.
Yeah.
The Socialist Party.
So, but the chairman of parties then held sway. But nowadays, a governor is stronger than even the national chairman of the party. That must be a crying shame.
Yes, the reason governors...
Where did we drop the ball?
We dropped the ball when governors started using state resources to fund political parties. You cannot be the one paying and not dictate the tune. You understand? Even at some point, when there are people who see Govs today, they say when PDP was formed, I was the one who bankrolled, who paid, who did this, did that, therefore it's my right to do this. The likes of Odjus Okalo and the rest of them, they still say that today. When PDP had nothing, we are the ones who dropped money. The same thing.
Was there any way of countering that?
Well, how would you have countered it when you know it was the truth? By
those who purportedly got tickets bought for them resigning their appointments.
No, we don't resign here. See, in societies where the objective is nation building and patriotism, people resign. When they are not able to get their way, or when they thought they could have done things better and they fail, they resign. Sometimes after serious debate in Parliament in England, you will see that the Prime Minister will come and say, I can't continue. A
minister lost his job because he bought a ticket for a girlfriend, if you remember.
Yes, you understand. So he will come and say, he can't continue like this, that he thought he was prepared for office to, perform, but he just discovered that he's not prepared. He just resigned. So, but here, our politics is politics of survival.
Yeah.
Politics of get it all, take it all, and whoever is left will go and do whatever they want to do. So when you have that kind of politics, it's a dangerous kind of politics. So people will not resign. That is one. Two, they will make sure that they go to any length to get what they want, and whoever will stand in their way. So that's why they kill. Okay, till today they eliminate one another. They conspire. They do a lot of things and all that to ensure that they are in mainstream. So if we maintain and entrench this kind of politics, there's no solution in future anywhere soon that we're going to come out. We're going to come out from this kind of politics. There's no solution.
See, you bury this one now. As we look at Wike as an irritant and a gadfly in politics.
So as we speak now, there's even breaking news suggesting that Wike has been summoned by the party over what it called anti-party activities.
This is not the first time.
We can only
big deal.
But I mean,
no, but it's not the first time. It was someone before now. It didn't go.
Yeah, but then
nothing happened.
But I think that the party may be wise enough now to count their losses. You know what I mean? Because if you don't do that early enough, the consequence of 2023 will be chance to compare to what will happen in the next election. So I think now it's time for them to rein in and then.
I think the PDP, they are fixed. They are fixed because of their own laws that say that you cannot just expel a party member. You must first of all conduct, certain level of investigation and give him room to. Otherwise, what Wike needs is expulsion, because he will not put himself forth for any fair hearing. So they should look for a way to punish him beyond their laws. And that's possible.
Fair hearing in your country is tainted.
It's tainted. Very tainted. So the likes of Wike will even go and upturn that table. He might start to put fire against those who are summoning him now, like he said.
He may even choose not to go.
He may choose not to go. And you'll see the main, the party leader and all that. And his employer does not even care about, because his employer need that party to be damaged the more. We are just tempted not to say that perhaps his employer sent him because we don't have evidence. Otherwise, that should be the safe thing to say.
you've said it, but it doesn't
No
go
evidence.
down well with me. So we need, our politics will need irritants and gadflies like Wike, don't you think?
No, I don't think.
To survive.
Well, I don't think we really need them. Except, you see, he's playing opposition in his own party, and that's not a well. You cannot, in my language, say you cannot use 3 fingers to execute the condiments and the meats in the soup. That sometimes you need the entire.
Yeah.
You understand, to execute. Yes, sir. So his party should not be scared of him. They should be able to take decision on behalf of the rest and their supporters against him. He has enough enemies. He has created enough for a lifetime. So why can't you deal with this man and allow this party to grow? Or let him go and join the party that employed him.
Because when you even look at everything going on, Wike isn't exactly performing the role of a classic opposition party. Istapia, what he's doing is to play the spoiler in the PDP, basically.
To destroy it.
Yes, he's not necessarily playing opposition.
Since he cannot have his way to be a shadow governor, he should spoil it for the substantive government.
He's playing spoiler. He's not necessarily there to construct anything or help anybody do anything.
Well, Groucho Marx, the Spanish general, said politicians, very funny people, they stoke trouble, and then they begin to look for solutions from north, south, east, and west, and apply the wrong remedies. So looks like we are hemmed in here. So we must continue to live with the Wikes of this world until something is done about them, don't you think?
I don't think so.
Evans Ofeli, we want to thank you very kindly for your time.
My pleasure.
Cyril Abago, thanks for your intervention.
Pleasure.
Well, let the debate continue in your part of town. From here, Barrister Wike was created by the Nigerian state. And so the state must either determine to feed him or let him go. I'm out of here. I'm Citizen Jones. Bye-bye now.